Crooked Fanny playing dirty tricks in the courtroom. She always picks, bending the rules. She'd know win, but I won't let her get under my skin. Down in Georgia, where the blues run deep, crooked justice, a secret they keep. But I see through her lies, I see the truth. Gonna make her pay for what she do. Fanny's got a reputation to uphold, but her tactics are shady. Story untold, she thinks she's clever, but I'm on to her game. I'll expose her ways and put her to shame.
Hey, yo, folks. I have arrived in Atlanta, but I am in a hotel room. It is, 9:30? So I need to keep my voice a little bit down. Okay, folks? But tell me if, just tell me if stuff just doesn't work as it is supposed to do. Okay, folks? Yeah, today, if you watched my morning stream, I cut out at the morning break, but because I had to leave. Then, something weird happened just after lunch, and we will get there. But for the viewers who watch me exclusively, I need to get that portion from morning break to lunch, and then you know what happened after lunch. So that is what we are going to do now. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, up with the banners. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. No, not that one. That one. That one seems good so far. Okay. Hello, folks, by the way. Let's see who's here. Who's here? Yar! Yar! Catty Wonderlands, Dream, Zion, Miles, Denise Sells, Gwendolyn, Abby Lynn, T42, Larissa, Paradox, Dark Lotus, Miss K, Lady Red. Hello, everybody, and welcome. No, I don't have issues with my voice. I'm in a hotel room. It's 9:30, and I can't be too loud at the moment. All right. Yeah, I know, Redford. Quiet in a hotel. Oh, this will. Yeah, but thank you all for being here. Let's go through this, and then we will have a good discussion after we are done with this part. I'm going to close captions 1.25 so we can get through the I can't recall part of this. Okay. You still have sound? Just let me know. And they cut off.
Yeah, just snap to some ginger ale. Okay. We can go ahead and take care of it. Thank you.
And apparently the microphone picks up opening of a can. We will get there someday. We will get there someday, dollar.
They got work. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, the only person in that courtroom that Woody seems to care about is the court clerk. How she can be able to have his words down. He did that with Miss Weaver as well.
Was your nickname Woody mentioned in any of Thug's songs?
Huh?
Did Thug mention you in any of his songs back in 2015?
Back in 2015?
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Do you recall telling the detectives that he puts your name in these songs? And he doesn't know. You don't know why he puts your name in these songs.
I didn't like him rapping about me.
Why didn't you like him rapping about you?
Huh?
Why didn't you like him rapping about you?
But it's my life. Like, don't be lying on me.
What do you mean by that?
Don't be lying on me.
Are you talking about in the rap songs?
Yes.
What did you think were lies that he was telling on you in the rap song?
I don't recall.
Do you recall what the verse was or what he said in the rap song?
He no speak no English. No, I don't recall.
Now, back in 2015, we talked about the gun that you had, the gun that was at the Dunbar Center.
I ain't had no gun.
Was there a gun that was in a H&M bag that they found at the Dunbar Center?
Joe, they said.
All right. And is it true that Quindarius Zachary or Little D from Cleveland purchased that gun for you?
I don't recall.
Okay. Isn't it true that you told the detectives when they asked you, how did you get possession of that gun? You said, I got it the day he bought it for me.
I don't recall.
And you asked, and you said, yeah, he bought it for me. He bought it out of the pawn shop for you.
I don't recall.
And that you paid $1,000 for that gun.
I don't recall.
And you purchased the gun because you thought you could defend yourself.
I don't recall.
Did you think that you were able to defend yourself because of the retaliatory shootings that were happening back in 2015?
I don't recall.
Do you recall telling the detectives that another detective told you you had a right to protect yourself,
I don't recall.
but that you couldn't take the gun if you were at the club, but if you were at home, you had a right to protect yourself?
I don't recall.
When you were at the Dunbar Center with the gun, were you trying to sell that gun?
I was at Dunbar Recreation playing basketball.
Okay. And why at the Dunbar Recreation Center playing basketball did you have the gun that Quindarius Zachary purchased for you?
I had a basketball.
Isn't it true that you also had the gun that Quindarius Zachary purchased for you?
I had my shirt off. I was playing basketball.
Where was the gun at?
You tell me?
Isn't it true that the gun was sitting on a bench at the basketball court in an H&M bag?
I was playing basketball.
And isn't it true that you were trying to sell the gun that day, that you had it at the Dunbar Recreation Center?
I ain't had no gun.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives that you gave them the gun to sell and that they were going to sell the gun, that you were trying to sell your gun that day that you got caught with the gun at the Dunbar Recreation Center?
I tell investigators anything.
Matter of fact, isn't it true that you told the detective, when I was locked up, I called one of my partners and he was like, get some money, can you help me out? He was like, yeah. When I got out, they brought me the gun back. And I was like, I don't want it. I was still trying to sell it. That is why, that is what I had, you know what I mean? When I got the gun, I got it from the green store. I went up to the park to go play basketball, but I was waiting on them to come and get it. Little D and them, so his brother pulled up. They actually waiting on who to come and get it. You talking about the Mickey or Quindarius? You said Little D from Cleveland. He was supposed to pull up and get it.
I tell investigators anything to get them off me. I didn't have no gun. I didn't know nothing about the gun. When they said something about the gun, I was confused, shot, lost. That's why they let me go that same day.
And matter of fact, they wanted to make sure that they were correct, that you were both talking about the same gun. And Detective Gibbs said, I'm talking about the one from the Dunbar Center. He said, that is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Sorry. That is what I'm talking about. I got out of jail from Henry County Monday, and police got me for the gun Tuesday. I did not go to jail.
Can you say that again?
Sure. Detective Gaither wanted to clarify that the gun she was referencing was the gun from the Dunbar Center. And your response was, that is what I'm talking about. I got out of jail from Henry County Monday, and police got me for the gun Tuesday. I did not go to jail.
Can you say it one more time?
Sure. Isn't it true that Detective Gaither wanted to make sure that you both were talking about the same gun? So you clarified for her and said, that is what I'm talking about. I got out of jail from Henry County on Monday, and police got me for the gun on Tuesday. I did not go to jail.
I don't recall.
I'm quite certain that most of the times when Woody says, can you say that again? I know about his hard of hearing, but sometimes I think he does it just to piss her off. And it might be working.
Now, back in June of 2015, were you still hanging with both Shannon and Demikian in June of 2015?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that you told the detective in that interview, 1 minute D is with Shannon, and then when D's not with Shannon, him and me are together?
I don't recall. Nothing I told the investigators. I would tell them anything to get them off of me.
Back in 2015, did you get all of your information from Little D from Cleveland? Excuse me, Little D from Mechanicsville.
Say that again?
Back in 2015, because you were locked up for parts of time, did you get all of your information from Little D from Mechanicsville?
I'm Mr. Make Believe. I make it up. I don't recall nothing. I don't made up. I keep telling you that.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives in the same June 2015 interview, I get all my information through Little D, and they clarified which Little D, and you said Mechanicsville, and they said, so Demikian, and you said yes.
I don't recall nothing. I don't say whatever I made up to the police.
Okay. Do you recall saying that he's always in the midst of everybody? Everyone talks to him. You know what I mean? I can always just ask. I can call Lil D right now, and he will sit here and tell me what's going on.
I don't recall nothing, but I do know that I tell the D what to say. So if I told the investigators go ask the D something, it's because I don't told the D to be prepared for it.
Now, in 2015, did you know someone by the name of Valerie or V?
Who?
Valerie.
Who?
Did you know someone by the name of Valerie?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives that it was Valerie who told you that Thug wanted to kill you?
I don't recall nothing. I don't made up to the police.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives that Valerie got into a car while you were at a baby shower and told you that Thug was trying to kill you?
That wasn't true. I made it up. If I did say that, if I didn't say it, I don't recall nothing I said to the police.
Isn't it also true that on a jail call after June 10th, 2015, you told Max that Valerie told you that Thug was trying to kill you?
Because I told you one thing. I don't recall.
Okay. Now, is it true? Well, let me ask you this. After Valerie told you or that Thug was trying to kill you, did you try to reach out to Monte or Yet Gotti?
No, I don't got nothing else to say.
Oh. Isn't it true that you told the detectives in the same June 2015 interview, you saw Monte and Detective Gator asked you which Monte? Your response, Yak. Like day before yesterday, went to the graveyard. And when I seen him, he was at my cousin's house. I was like, damn, man, we grew up together. They asked you, what is Yak's real name? Do you know? You said no. Detective Gator, you said you grew up with him. Your response, I just know his first name, Monte. Don't know the last name. You said to Monte, MFers told me that Thug planned on killing me. And Monte's response to you was, hell nah, bro, I never heard that. He denied it. The person was never, you said that people will never say it. Word was I was talking to the police too much. You feel what I'm saying?
So once I was released from Henry County Jail, everybody was asking me, did I hear the song? I mean, everybody was telling me that Thug had put out the song Halftime. And the police wasn't targeting me again. That's why they got me the next day. I was mad. I was like, damn, this nigga telling on me, putting me in his song. So I was mad at him, and I started plotting against him. I was telling one of my friends, and I was telling him, hey, man, this nigga trying to make it seem like I'm out here. Ooh, I said what I said to my buddy. And yeah, I didn't like the simple fact that he was saying stuff that didn't have nothing to do with him in his song. Like, why is you rapping about what I'm doing in the streets? Like, they didn't got nothing to do with. So yeah, I was mad with him, and I was plotting on him.
When did the song Halftime come out?
Man, that song was old, but when he put it out, the police started making it seem like it was a new song, and then they started trying to use that song to say that this and that and third.
Is Halftime the only song that mentions your name?
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that song made the police come after me, and I didn't like the simple fact of it. I didn't give nobody permission to say nothing about me in no song.
I think, hi, Mrs. RB. She asks, is Woody believable on the stand this time? That is a question about definition. Is he more credible than the prosecution? Yes, definitely. Is he credible by a high standard? No. Do I believe he is outsmarting the prosecution? Yes, I do. He is street smart. He has been around for a very long time. He has met prosecutors before, he's met cops before. He knows when to, excuse the expression, stick it in. Because he does make a few jabs against the prosecution when he teaches them. And that is quite impressive, showing the prosecution really don't know that much. And probably why they don't know that much is because they rely on probably the United States' absolute worst gang experts. And here's the thing, he tells her exactly how he's doing this, but she believes she can outsmart him. And sometimes Woody gets ahead of himself. But damn the jabs he does. Those are good.
Why do you believe that the song made police started coming after you?
Because that's what they said. They said it. That's what the investigator told me.
What did the investigator tell you?
I don't know.
So is it your testimony that the investigator said, hey, because your name is in the song, we're now coming after you?
What I do, go to the grave with me. You hear me?
Well, yesterday you did disclose that you and Threat shot up Rich Homie Quan's barbershop.
Yeah, you got me frustrated, and I didn't mean to say that.
Okay. Do you recall asking the judge if you could say it?
I was frustrated.
Okay. Now, they asked you, why would Thug be nervous if he had nothing to do with anything? And your response is, y'all keep saying my name. They saying me and Thug. That's what I keep saying. I had no parts in it. Are you talking about the fact that you had no parts in killing Nut?
I don't recall nothing I said to no police.
Now, isn't it true that
Nothing I said is true. Nope.
up until June of 2015, were you trying to keep what you knew about Nut's murder to yourself?
For the record, I don't mind trolls. But be good at it. Please, at least try. At least try. I mean, seriously, at least try. Yeah, be funny when you troll. Don't just make crap up make us laugh. Otherwise, you're useless.
Can you say that again?
Sure. Prior to this interview in June of 2015, were you trying to keep what you knew about Nutt's murder to yourself?
I don't know what you mean.
Is it true that you told detectives, this is what I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling you? I'm asking you, with the murder, I'm trying to explain it. I act like I never heard about it. I act like I never told D and none of them, period. So I just kept it to myself.
Yeah, I tell so many lies and different stories to the point I don't even know. I don't have a clue what I don't see. All I know was I'm innocent. And today I'm innocent. And they're innocent too.
What are you innocent of?
Anything.
Okay. Are you innocent of, did you not kill Nutt? Is that what you're talking
Now,
about?
ask me that how many times now?
Because I'm trying to understand what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't recall.
Okay.
And he makes a good point here. How many times are you going to ask about that? And I know the defense doesn't object. They don't have a responsibility to object to anything here. Someone that should have been there was his lawyer. Remember, at this point in this trial, after morning break, the result, the opinion, or the Georgia Supreme Court decision about Attorney Melnick had been out for over 2 hours. Remember that. If you wonder, why aren't they objecting more? The defense doesn't have to. If they believe what he's saying is helping them, they have no issues with him talking. His attorney, on the other hand, could have been there objecting to how the questions are phrased, how often she asks the same question, all of that. But at this point in time, Woody has been on the stand the entire morning, unknowingly being unrepresented. He might believe that Mr. Melnick is in the side room, listening in, ready to barge in through the doors. Yes, I know. I heard that, but I do believe that was during the lunch break that he found out. And I heard it on Cat Not Williams' stream that he had been on Sadie Nash Instagram Live. And I do believe it was there during lunch he found out. So he had been testifying the entire morning, unrepresented, unknowingly, despite the decision was stamped as public 8:12 a.m., I believe, this morning. All right, let's continue.
Were you, back in 2015, concerned that Thug had stopped talking to you? Excuse me, back in 2015.
Can you ask me that again?
Sure. Back in 2015, were you concerned that Thug was not speaking to you?
No.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives, he's not talking to me, period, and you're talking about Thug? And they asked you, he's not talking to you for a reason because he thinks you're talking to us. And your response is, he's not thinking I'm telling you nothing. He just thinks I'm talking to the police a lot because he heard my conversation with the police.
I'm talking to the police, so my only motive is to throw them out. You know what I mean? Like, what I got going on ain't got nothing to do with him, but they want to keep tying him into what I got going on. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw it off on him because I was mad he put that song out saying this and that and third. They don't got nothing to do with him, so he never did that. So I'm going to put the blame on him. Don't throw me under the bush. I'm going to throw you under the bush. That was my whole motive.
Now with your name inside of the songs,
I'm going to
were you concerned that he was putting your names in songs? You thought he should be putting Shannon's names in the songs?
So for one, the song was old. Halftime was old. The song been out since like 2014. You know what I mean? I was mad about the timing of when the song was released. Because the facts are the facts. I mean, I don't shoot nobody for that, man. So when he put it out, I didn't care for the song, but when he put it out, the police were trying to put this murder on me, and they was targeting me. I don't like the police keep bothering me. So I just didn't like the timing of when they put that song out. When their label, whoever put it out, I didn't like the timing of it.
When you said the police were trying to put the murder on you, didn't the police have you come in every single time for you to tell?
Can you say it again?
You said the police were trying to put the murder on you.
Right.
When you went in each of these times in early June, in January through June, did you ever get arrested for Nuts murder?
What you mean?
You said the police were trying to put the murder on you. Between January and June of 2015, did you ever get arrested for Nuts murder?
No.
Okay. So during the time that you kept going into the police, did they ever, at any of these times, arrest you for Nuts murder?
They were discombobulated. They were so confused. I kept spinning them. But when he put that song out, they was like, "Yeah, you did it."
In any of these interviews that you had with the detectives, what detective said you killed Nut?
Hey, I don't know.
Okay. So isn't it true that none of the detectives ever said that you killed Nut in any of these interviews from January to June of 2015?
Shit, I don't know.
But isn't it true that that's what you told the police, that everyone's putting your name in it?
I don't know. I don't told the police somewhere. I don't know. I don't recall what I just said. I just know I was trying to get myself out of it.
And isn't it true that the police allowed you?
Yeah, I see comments about the current mismatch in coloring. For those who joined in the coverage of this after the absolute fustercluck of George Glanville, Miss Hilton and Miss Love has been color coordinated in some shape or form all the way up to the ex parte meeting. I don't see them being color coordinated at the moment. Bright pink and aubergine purple, not a good match. And I hear everybody say, "Oh, Barney." I'm not American. I know who Barney is, never watched it. My first thought was, that's the color of an emoji of a certain kind.
To tell them what happened the night of Nuts murder.
Yeah, you see what they played on me. They sat right there laughing, ha ha ha, whatever. And just why I know they playing on me, but I ain't gonna tell them myself. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep spinning them until what they let me walk out. Every time they let me walk out, I was laughing walking out.
And is the lyric from the song that you were concerned with, that Thug says Little Wood will pull up and pop at your noggin?
What you mean?
Is that the verse that you didn't like?
I didn't like the fact that the police tried to make it seem like that song was made to say that I put up and did this to this man.
Correct. What I'm asking you though is that the verse you did not like?
That's the song I didn't like.
Okay. Is that the specific verse in the song?
I didn't like the timing of the song. I didn't care about him.
Yeah. Halftime was written in 2014, if I remember correctly. It was released 2015, and the prosecution has tried to allege that Halftime is written about the Donovan Thomas murder. How can it be written about the Donovan Thomas murder when it was written a year before? But that's the prosecution for you.
By me popping at people nuggets because it wasn't true. But when he put the song out, when they put the song out, it was an investigation on me, and y'all kept harassing me, and that's why I didn't like it.
Okay. At this time, what investigation was on you regarding this song?
I don't recall.
Because isn't it true that there was no open investigation regarding any of the shootings at this time regarding you?
How am I supposed to know?
When you spoke to the police, did you come in the first time to clear your name, the next 2 times as a victim? When you first went to go speak to the police about what happened in 2015? I'll rephrase, Your Honor. When you first came in January 2015, didn't you come to clear your name?
I don't recall nothing.
Okay. The next 2 times, both in January 28th and February 20th, you came as a victim, correct?
How am I supposed to know?
And when you came in February 21st, you came because you had violated your probation, correct?
You keep saying I came. They took me. It's a difference.
And then in June, you were arrested because of the gun that was at the Dunbar Center.
That y'all placed on me.
None of those times were you accused of shooting and killing Donovan Thomas, correct?
Y'all charged me and like what? One of them, y'all did putting charges on me.
But I'm asking you, between January and June, when you were talking to the police, there were no charges against you for killing Donovan Thomas.
You said no. I don't recall. I don't know.
Okay. Going back to the night that Donovan Thomas was killed, isn't it true that when Little D got into the car, Little D told you that it was Nard, Shannon, and Yak who killed Nut?
Objection, that's the answer.
Sustained.
And that they used, isn't it true that they used the car, the rental car that Thug rented?
I don't know. I don't recall nothing I lied to the police about.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives the car they used was the rental car that Thug had?
Objection, that's the answer.
Sustained.
Isn't it true that they asked you if you knew the make and model of the car?
Today, right now, as I'm right here, the truth is I never seen none of them people who I mentioned the night that's supposed to happen.
Okay.
I told the investigators anything, and they went going for the stuff that I was telling them. So I had to try my best to convince them. So guess what I had to do? Fuck it, I'm about to put it on these niggas because they closer to me. They'll go for it. I don't just trying to get them out my face.
They asked you where Thug rented the car from, and didn't you tell them that he rented from the airport?
So you got to say a little truth and put it with the bullshit.
Okay. Is it true that he rented the vehicle from the airport?
I don't recall nothing. I'm tired of answering these questions at this point. Like, you keep asking me the same thing over and over and over and over.
Okay. Isn't it true that you told the detectives he rented the car from the airport?
I don't tell the police the truth.
Would it surprise you that we actually got the...
I believe that was asked and answered 3 times yesterday. And she's still going back to it because he doesn't answer vague enough for her to be able to do this impeachment thingy. So she keeps asking. And had Woody had his lawyer there, that lawyer could have objected to it over and over again. But Woody unknowingly sat there unrepresented.
rental car records from the airport that where Thug rented the vehicle from the airport.
You didn't hear me say I take a little bit of truth and put it with the rest of it to convince them?
Okay.
Yeah. Woody is actually telling them. He's telling her, this is what I do. I take a little sprinkle of truth that they can verify, and then I make the rest of it up. And he's doing it good. He might be doing it now.
Isn't it true that once D told you that they killed them, you asked why did they do that?
It's true that I ain't stupid as y'all think.
Okay. And he told you he didn't know.
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that's what you told the detectives?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true you asked Demekion, was he with them when the murder happened?
I don't recall.
And his response was, no, he wasn't there.
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that's what you told the detectives?
The truth is, you asked me about lies I done said in the past, and I'm sitting right here trying to be truthful. But you keep trying to go into lies that I can't keep up with. I remember.
Isn't it true that Demekion told you that Bentley went and hid all the stuff?
I never get into business that don't have anything to do with me.
Okay. Isn't true that's what you told the detective, that D told you that Bentley went and hid the stuff?
I tell the detective that anything to get them off of me.
Isn't it true that Little D told you that they initially rode past the barbershop and that's when they saw Nut?
Hell, I don't know. I don't recall.
Okay. Isn't that what you told the detective that Little D told
I
you?
don't recall. Nothing I done told the investigators.
And isn't it true that Little D told you that when they saw Nut, they switched cars?
I don't recall. Nothing I don't lie to the investigators about.
And isn't it true that's what you told the detective, that they switched cars?
I don't recall.
Okay. Isn't it true that D told you that they switched cars and Thug got into the Pontiac with a girl?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Why would I be wanting to know if any of this that I don't really want to know because I don't. It's nothing to do with me. So I don't recall.
Okay. Isn't it true that's what you told the detective, that the beacon told you that Thug and the girl, they got in the Pontiac?
I don't recall.
And when they clarified who all was in the Pontiac, you said Demekian, Thug, and the girl.
I don't recall.
And is it true that you told them that they switched cars at the gas station?
I don't recall.
Would it surprise you that we have surveillance video from the gas station?
The hell if I know?
Okay. And would it surprise you that it shows the Pontiac and the Great Infinity at the gas station?
Do it show me?
You told me this is what Demekian told you, correct?
Man, you hear me? I don't recall. Nothing I don't say it to the investigators.
Now, isn't it true that you also told them that Doo-Wop was there as well?
Who?
Doo-Wop.
I don't recall. Nothing I told to the investigators.
And is it true that you told the detective that, again, that you FaceTimed Thug that night?
I don't recall. Nothing I told to the investigators.
Okay. On the night of the murder, did you tell Deshaun what Demekian had just told you?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives that after Demekian told you what happened, you called Deshaun and you told her the truth?
I don't recall.
And you told the detectives that they could call Deshaun down to the police department and talk to her?
I don't recall.
And matter of fact, you told the detectives, you told Deshaun, if anything happens to me, tell the police what I told you.
I don't recall.
Now, what is the reason that the Thug and Nut have a...
Hi, Cat. You know, you can join. You have access. You don't need my invitation. You can just show up if you have the time for it.
personal beef?
He's behind you. You can ask him that.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives in this June interview Nut and Thug had something personal against each other?
And I told the investigators anything. I'm pretty sure I probably told them a different lie. You can't go off of what I don't say to them people. I don't remember what I said to them.
Isn't it true that Nut and Thug got into a beef before you and Kel got into it?
Hell, I don't know. That's him.
Isn't it true that you told the detectives they fell out before B and Kel got into it?
I don't recall. Then I told to the investigators.
And when they asked you, did you know what they got into it over? You said you weren't sure.
I don't recall.
And if you were trying to lie, couldn't you just make up something at that point?
Huh?
If you were trying to lie, as opposed to saying you don't know what their beef was over, couldn't you just have made it up at that point?
Just like, you got to understand, like, the person gets so real, like, man, I don't know. Y'all just had me in a question. I don't know what, I don't have a clue what I was saying.
Now, is it true in this June interview, you also told them about the fight at Club Crucial that Monday before Nut got killed?
Man, I'm pretty sure in the interview I made all types of things up to say.
Now, in this June interview, would that now be the 5th time that you told them about this fight at Club Crucial?
I don't know. If somebody do something to me, I'm gonna remember that because I'm gonna be a victim.
Okay, so if you were making stuff up, why did you keep on consistently telling them about?
I said if somebody did something to me, I'm gonna be a victim because once I be able to do something back to them, I'm gonna be justified.
Okay.
Okay.
So you told them about these events leading up to the night.
I told them about events that involve people doing something to me. I don't know what I done told them.
Now, on the Monday night after you got beat up and you ran outside
You say I got beat up?
by Showcam,
Unless
and you went outside afterwards, correct?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall telling the police in the same June interview that when you went outside, Stud was pulling on your shirt, like there go Bloody J right there.
I don't recall.
And next thing you know, you heard Shannon Shannon was near you when Thug said, there go Bloody J right there.
I don't recall.
Okay. And isn't it true that you then told the police that Shannon and Munsil then jumped on Bloody J?
You keep saying, is it true? I keep telling you, I don't lie to the investigators. So nothing I said was true.
I'm asking you, isn't true this what you told the
I
investigators?
don't know what I done told them.
Okay, isn't it true that in January you told them that some of your buddies jumped on Bloody J, but you didn't go into specifics?
What you getting all aggressive for?
Isn't it true that you told them in January that your buddies beat up Bloody J?
I don't recall.
Okay, but now in June you got with more specificity of who those buddies were. That beat
I
up
didn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
I didn't hear you.
In June, you now told them with specificity who beat up Bloody J.
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that on the night that you and Shell got into it at the club, when you came outside while they were beating up Bloody J, Yet got stopped by the police that night?
I don't know.
Isn't it true that you told the police that Yet got stopped by police that night?
I don't recall what I done told the police. If I told the police he got stopped that night and he got stopped that night, that's me again trying to put some truth with the rest of it to convince them that I'm being truthful.
And is it true that you told them that that night he got pulled over and locked up with a gun?
I don't know. He right there, ask him.
Is it true that's what you told the police?
I done told the police anything to get them out for me.
Is it true on this same night of Club Crucial that after Yet got pulled over that you saw Thug and Nard get into a car?
I don't recall nothing I told to the police.
Okay. I'm asking that what happened that night.
What you mean what happened that night?
On the night of Club Crucial, did you see Thug and Nard get into a car?
No.
Isn't it true that you told police that you saw Thug and Nard get into a car?
Ain't no telling what I told the police. I'm not going to tell them the truth. I know that.
And when Thug and Nard got into the car, did they pull onto a side street?
Thug behind you, ask him.
I'm asking you.
I don't recall nothing I told to the police.
I'm asking you, did that occur?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that's what you told the police? That
I don't
Thug-
recall.
All right. Isn't it true that you told the police that Thug pulled on a side street?
I don't recall.
Once you pulled on the side street, did you and your brother pull up next to them on that side street?
No.
Okay. Isn't it true that you told the police that you and your brother pulled up beside them on the side street?
Transplanted Texan says, even if Woody answered affirmative to any of these questions, the way Hilton jumps from topic to topic makes it difficult for anyone to follow. This is a known tactic to catch a liar, because a liar often has to have a timeline to remember by. So if you jump a bit back and forth, but that's more for cross-examination. But now, since he is a hostile witness, she goes back and forth just to make him slip up. Again, had Woody had his lawyer there. But the entire morning, in my opinion, he was testifying unrepresented, which is not good. Not for Melnick, not for the judge either. Depending on when she got the notice, she should have stopped immediately. And I don't believe she did. Let's continue.
I don't tell the police anything about Thug to get them off of me.
Now, back in 2015, on the same night at Club Crucial,
I didn't hear your date.
on the same Monday night at Club Crucial, did you see Nard? Did you speak to Nard and Thug while y'all were on the side street?
No.
Okay. Isn't it true that you told him that you spoke to Nard and Thug while y'all were on the side street?
I don't recall nothing I told to the police, but I know that it's a long way from the truth.
Okay. And that either Nard or Thug said they were waiting for Bloody J.
Who is that?
Who's Bloody J?
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall nothing I said to the police.
Isn't it true that you said that you heard a gun cock back from inside their vehicle?
Told you I'm gonna tell the police anything, get them out for me. I'm not about to tell them what I don't done.
Okay. And that the person that you heard with the gun was Nard.
Just a lie. I don't recall.
Okay. Did you hear Nard with the gun?
Huh?
Did you see Nard with a gun in the car?
I didn't see Nard that night.
So you do know who Nard is?
No, that's what I'm telling you. I didn't see Nard that night. You keep asking me about Nard. I don't.
How then can you say you didn't see Nard that night if you don't know who Nard is?
Because it's nothing. Just no. Hold on. You got me talking fast because you frustrating me again. I don't know Nard personally, but I know who Nard is. I didn't see Nard in the car with no gun. Like I said, they jumped on me. I had a nut, and I was mad, and I was gonna get my get back. I did not leave with I left by myself with the people that was in the car with me. And no, you do not need to know who was in the car with me.
Was your brother one of the people in the car with you?
No, my brother was on where he was.
Why'd you tell the detective that your brother was in the car with
Because
you?
I went there to tell them what I was on.
Did you also, in this same June interview, also tell Detective Gaither and Dennis again about meeting up with Kel at the Cascade skating rink?
I don't recall no lies I told to the investigators that I don't told them.
Would this now be again at least the third time that you told detectives about this Cascade skating rink incident with you and Kel?
I don't recall.
Again, did you also in the same interview tell the detectives about the gambling house shooting?
Man, listen, I said that tell the detective a whole bunch of bullshit and let them figure it out. Let them go run, chase their tail. I don't remember nothing I said to them. They sat right there and listened to all the stories I had to tell them, and I'm telling them, I'll say whatever, let me out of jail. They go for it, they don't. And guess what? They sat right there, let me talk, and make up all this stuff about these people. And that just was it. I don't recall nothing I said specific, but I know that I think I said that if I did in one of the interrogation, I'd say anything if y'all let me go. I'd do anything if y'all let me go. That's my motive.
Isn't true regarding the gambling house shooting? You gave a little more detail during this interview.
I'm gonna give details if I'm gonna get them.
Isn't it true that you told them, I kept closing my eyes, but they were shooting behind us and the wall was blocking us. They blocking off the van. It hit through the car, every car in the parking lot. After that, everyone happened to get up. There was kids. There were 4 little boys. They seen Thug and wanted to ride. The little kids, we were looking in the bushes to make sure no one was lying in the bushes. They called the police and stuff. Everyone was wondering where Thug had went, but Thug had already left by the time the police came.
See, even you fell for it. See, you take a little bit of truth that I tell and put it with all the bullshit that I said. And you're highlighting like you said, the details of it. That really took place, but you're trying to put that with all the fairy tales that I made up.
So what part took place? The actual shooting at the gambling house?
The shooting, I don't know. I didn't never see somebody shooting at us. But if the police question me, I'm trying to convince them that I know what I'm talking about. So it's easy to say shell kill. It's easy to put people's name with crime that because if he did, why y'all don't lock him up? If I say I seen him do it, why y'all don't lock him up, charge for it? So I don't know what or who did what. I just know that I'm trying to convince the police that I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm so sorry. She's frustrating me. You ready? Okay, you listen. All right, I'm trying to convince the police that I know what I'm talking about. And the only way I can do that is telling them something that I know that they know. They know that this gambling house got shot up. So if I tell them this gambling house got shot up and these people did it, they'll go for all the other bullshit that I'm trying to cover up. You feel me? Okay.
You good? You good?
She said, yeah.
All right. Now, earlier I asked you what studio that you go to. Do you recall telling the detectives that the studio that you go to is the one on Northside Drive? It's Metropolitan in the Loft. Do you recall that being the studio that you would go to?
I don't think I ever been to the studio on Metropolitan. I don't recall going to a studio on Metropolitan.
Back in June of 2015, did you believe that Thug turned everyone against you?
Huh?
Back in June of 2015, did you believe that Thug had turned everyone against you?
That's why I would tell the police anything to get them off me. If y'all watch me like y'all would see that nothing ain't changed but the lies I told the police.
So my question is, in June of 2015, did you believe Thug was trying to get everyone to turn against you?
What do you need to do that for?
Isn't it true that you told the detectives that Thug turned everyone against me?
It's true that I tell the investigators anything that they want to hear. They want to hear about Thug. So I'm about to sit right here and gas them up. I'm about to sit right here and say he killed 19 people, all type of stuff. I'm about to sit right here and make him look like the worst person on the earth so that they can believe and let me go.
And at no point in any of these interviews did you ever tell the police that Thug killed Nut, did you?
Shit, did I?
At any point, did you ever tell any police, if you wanted to make him look so bad, at any point, did you ever tell the police that Thug killed Nut?
That is a highly objectionable question. Highly. I would have thrown objection out there for speculation. Evidence not in. Woody is not the accused. Woody is not charged. I mean, everything on the books I would have thrown as an objection. And then I would have called for a sidebar, telling the judge that if this continues in this manner, even as a hostile witness, this is not ethical questioning by the prosecution. But he has no representation that can do that at this point in time, this morning.
Sure. I don't know. I think I don't recall. I can't say what I told him. I can't remember because you're trying to trap me up. I can't remember if I told him that he did it. I don't.
Isn't it true?
I know I was gonna get it off of me.
Okay. Isn't it true that what you told the detectives, which is what the Mikion told you, was that it was Shannon, Nard, Yak, and Dua?
I don't recall what I told.
Sustained.
Okay. Isn't it true that you only told the detectives what D told you?
I don't recall what I told him. I thought that D was gonna back up my story, so I was trying to throw the blame on D to get it off of me.
Okay. And isn't it true that D only told you that the people who shot the shot were Nard, Shannon, Yak, and Dua?
Objection, improper question. She's asking him to speculate on another person's behalf.
Objection has to answer.
Overruled.
What's going on?
I'll repeat the question. Isn't it true that D only told you that it was Nard, Shannon, Yak, and Dua?
Like I told you in that back room back there, D never told me none of that. I made it up.
All right,
I don't recall.
we need to take a quick break.
Okay.
Okay, there's a discussion in the chat about what kind of immunity Woody has. He has state immunity. There was a discussion if it was only use immunity or if it was the broader thing. It is the broader thing, according to the judge. It is not an immunity on the federal level. It is not. So if the feds have anything on him, especially the thing that he told you us all about yesterday, and they want to, because maybe something was crossing state borders. We don't know, but he does not have federal immunity. No matter how much love Hilton implies it, that, well, all we know about you, the things, the statute of limitations has run out. Not if the feds wants to do a RICO. And they find somebody connected to Woody with a murder charge. Then, as in this trial, as soon as they take a murder charge, that covers all statute of limitations. And they can bring in the other things as overt or underlying acts. So no, he does not have full immunity. And I'm not too happy with the judge asking Hilton to clarify and Hilton implying that she answered Woody's clear question, am I protected both state and federal? And the truthful answer would be only state. But they didn't explain that to him. I would hope that Melnick explained it to him, but I don't know.
What's a quick break? I don't know, maybe 10 minutes.
You said 10
All
minutes?
right, Jared.
Can I go out?
Yeah, but be back in 10 minutes, okay?
I'll be right there.
Okay, here is when a Euro had nosebleed. So they went from 10-minute break to lunch break. And here comes the really interesting part. Yeah, I heard Sadie Nash was in the courtroom today. I also know they had a meet up today with Sylvia and a bunch of others here in Atlanta, but I didn't get to Atlanta in time. I didn't get here in time for that. Okay. And again, as we know, Woody found out during lunch that Melnick was suspended. Now, what he could have done is say this before the jury entered. He didn't. He waited. And that is such a fun trolling. That is such a fun trolling. He waited until the jury got in there before he said, my lawyer has been suspended. I mean, who knows what the jury will think? Did he give him bad advice? Is that why we heard him confess to crimes yesterday? We don't know what the jury thinks, because they don't have the access to the information. They shouldn't have the access to the information we have.
And can y'all make sure Mr. Pippin's on the way in?
Hey, Snivels. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't have that up. Hold on. Let's see who got it. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you for 10 gifted memberships. It went for SM1, Bryce 6, Mikus Headphones, Trenatini, Wealthy Wisdom, Me, Berta S, Rod Squills Betsy, Beautifully Flawed, Infinity. You all got memberships gifted to you. Congratulations, you now have access to all my members only content on the YouTubes. You have access to members only emojis, and I have a members only Discord as well. I will post a link to that Discord in the community section, and that is for members only. So congratulations and welcome to the Viking Squad.
I did nudge the temperature up a little bit. It's a little cold even for me right now.
And here comes Jar with 10 more gifted. Thank you so much, Jar. And it was gifted to Tyler F, Coach Karin, Anthony, Trakisha S. McNeil, W. Smith, Connie Barron, Snot Zombie, GGT, Rhonda Hall, and Miss Chocolate, Wow, congratulations. You now also have access to all my members only content, your very own emojis, and as soon as I post the link to Discord, the members only Discord. Now, the members only Discord is for you guys to connect. I don't have the time to be in there more than maybe a couple of times per week. So that is you guys hanging out with each other. All right. Thank you so much, Jar. Thank you. All right. Now to the show.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Ms. Hill. Don't be seated.
May I speak, Young? I was told that Mr. Melnick been suspended, and I don't want to speak without my attorney.
All right. Let me excuse y'all back again. All right, give us just a second.
I mean, how he trolls the court. How he trolls the court. How he more gifted memberships. What did I miss? Nana Misty. Thank you. Thank you. Damn. To Sunday Dollar, G Lander, Yoda, my mama, and Donna Yo was gifted memberships. I mean, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Now, the trolling of Woody here. I mean, it's so perfectly timed as well. Because he just found out. I don't claim to be in his brain or anything, but his street smartness told him, how do I make the most out of this? He doesn't have many options. The one thing is, before the jury enters or after? He shows after. All right, let's go through this. There's a lot of questions in the chat. I will address them as soon as we hear these things.
Yeah, that was brought to our attention fairly recently as well. The thing is, he's going to be suspended for 6 months from practicing.
And here the judge shows she knows in detail what this is about. Not only did she know he was suspended, she knows how long he has been suspended and that it's unrelated to this. So, not only was she informed about that he was suspended. She knows the details.
It doesn't have anything to do with this case, but do you have another attorney that you want to engage, or would you like for me to
Here
find
comes the next thing.
a volunteer, basically?
I would like for you to find one.
All right. Well, I had already, actually, the public defender's office had been in contact with me to try to find somebody without a conflict, and they have found somebody named Charles Engelberger.
And she's known long enough to have had several conversations with the public defender's office. Not only, we don't know if the public defender's office was the one contacting her, or if she found out and then contacted the public defender's office. Either or, she have known probably since morning break, maybe since before today started. She knew Woody sat there unrepresented and did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, the major blame here is, in my opinion, on Melnick. He should have rushed to court, called the judge herself, saying, I'm coming in, I've been suspended, I need to transfer Woody to another attorney. Because if you have a caseload and you get suspended, you have an obligation to find lawyer, at least in a few states. I'm not sure about Georgia. You have an obligation to find attorneys for your clients. I don't think he did. I don't know. Maybe he thought it was enough to contact the public defender's office. I don't know. But he should have been there. He should have been there. Saying, I'm no longer your lawyer, I've been suspended. You need to take this up with the judge. Thank you, Sunday Dollar, for your super sticker. Thank you so much. And it is a smiley face with hearts. Thank you so much, Sunday Dollar. So Melnick and is the most to blame here. But the judge had every opportunity to say during the morning break, as soon as she found out, if it was before trial started today or during the morning break, something has happened. Mr. Woody has sat here and testified unrepresented. And then sending the jury home, okay, we need to address this because this is not good. I see that. What about the defense? The defense has zero obligations against Woody, towards Woody. Zero. Did I know? I don't know. Does it matter? Not really. They don't have any obligations against Woody. They might have candor to the court to inform the court that they have learned it. But they have no obligations to file motions or anything. If they believe Woody testifying unrepresented is good for their case, then so be it. Can I rewind it for 3 seconds? Sure. Let's listen to this again.
Do you have another attorney that you want to engage, or would you like for me to find an attorney, a volunteer, basically?
I would like for you to find one.
All right. Well, I had already, actually, the public defender's office had been in contact with me.
Okay, there it is. The public defender's office contacted her. Okay, that makes it more probable she learned about it during the morning break. Tiny possibility she learned about it at the beginning of this, in the beginning during her lunch. Either way, she didn't say anything in either after the morning break or after lunch that Woody was unrepresented. Nothing. Woody had to say, and then she had to. And yeah, so major blame on Melnick himself, but a lot of blame is on the judge. When she found out, because if he's been testifying unrepresented the entire morning, what ramifications does that have? On Melnick's career, yeah, that ain't good. But can they rely on his testimony if he has been up there supposedly represented, unknowingly being unrepresented? I suspect that's an issue for the state bar. I suspect there has to be something that this new lawyer, and I heard that his new lawyer is, I forget his name, is a constitutionalist. Really zones in on the Constitution. So it will be really interesting tomorrow. Extremely interesting tomorrow. So yeah. Now, the day continued with evidentiary issues, and yeah, the prosecution was unprepared, as per usual. And apparently they missed the deadline, but they got a new deadline, so whatever's. So it seems like Judge Whitaker, her main purpose here is to bring this trial to the jury in the end. She will do it better, as in more effective, with a bit more proper rulings at her higher pace, but she's still going to bring this to a jury and then let the appellate courts handle the rest. So in my opinion, not that much of a difference. It might even be better for the prosecution because she will leave less appellate issues for the appeals court. Yeah, Dreams says deadlines are a suggestion when it applies to the state. Yeah, it seems so. Yeah, and then not outright lie. Yeah, I can say it. I'm on stream. Hilton lied about how much did the immunity paper cover. She implied it goes both state and federal. It doesn't, unless the Georgia state attorney signs off on it. It's not covering federal crimes. Charles Engelberger, thank you. Shucky. We will see what happens tomorrow morning. One thing is for sure, folks. We will not be bored. we will definitely not be bored. Oh, no. Okay. I have an early morning tomorrow morning. It is, what time is it? I have no clue. 10:47? I don't know. I need to be up and about and at the courthouse in time tomorrow morning to meet up with Sylvia and Doug, say hi to the people and stuff like that before the trial starts. So I'm taking the last sip of the whiskey, and then I'm going to turn in, folks, because I'm going to court tomorrow. I'm going to court. I'm going to be in that courtroom. Hopefully I can, hopefully I won't react too hard. But then again, I've been doing my type of law for over 30 years, so I do know when to shut up when I need to. All right, that is all I had. You need a palate cleanser now, I think. So, folks, you might never have heard about the expert, but he's doing Tuesday night trivia. So I'm going to send you over to this Tennessee man with the sunglasses, having fun, just as a palate cleanser, okay? But folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to do this. And remember, hug your family. Unless your family is crap, then screw them and give your love to the people who deserve it. Okay? See you tomorrow in court. All right. Bye-bye.